Alrighty. Um, Hi everyone. I just thought I'd get on here. Try to give a few minutes to get some people in. Do this. Pin that. All right. Make sure I can hear me good. Alrighty. Give a few minutes. See if we can get some people in here. My wonderful chair. Yeah, no, if you want to join and speak your mind and stuff, there's a link right there. It's pinned. But yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about recent events and stuff, such as like this. There was this shooting like yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It's either yesterday or the other day in San Diego, and um, I've been seeing a lot of conflicting stuff. The only thing we do know for sure is that it was done by um, radicalized teenagers, radicalized online. They have whole manifestos and stuff, but it is definitely not like the typical shit, you know. It's not like typical shit that we've seen in the past, like with Dylan Roof or Brent Tarrant. Now it's something more akin to like Buffalo or that shit that happened last year at that school in Minnesota. I think it was Minnesota, something like that. Um, but I think it's fucking insane. So many people are making different assumptions. Obviously, we got the people on the mainstream left calling for gun control, shit like that, and saying, "Oh, the far right's so violent," and shit like that. And then we have people on the right that are making the claim that the shooters were trans without any evidence. Um, which is fucking insane. The only reason why they say that is because they look trans, shit like that. It's fucking retarded. Pardon my language, but it's stupid. But it's fucking insane. Um, but stupid. But yeah, what I like to use is a term coined by someone I follow on Twitter named Armjoy. They've coined the term soup, which is hold on. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find the definition they gave. A moment. Yeah, it's schizopolitics basically. You have multiple contradictory views, stuff like that. Like uh, for example, the example Armjoy gave was shooting someone because you believe it'll help the gay Aryan race get money for Ukraine. That's soup. Um, it's insane. You know, the pattern of like calling every recent like shooter and shit trans, or saying, "Oh, are they trans? Are they transgender?" That's stupid. It's almost always from the right because they want to demonize trans people. They want to have a justification to take away our rights, take away our guns, shit like that. But there's zero evidence, no evidence at all, that these shooters in San Diego were trans. None. It's shocking that anyone would think so, but also kind of not. Um, because we had the trans shooters last year, and even then, trans mass shooters make up like a such a tiny micro percentile of mass shooters, and most mass shootings aren't even like people going into like a church or school or anything like that and shooting people up. No, most mass shootings are like gang crime related. It's usually like a drive by or some fucking some wannabe YN, some wannabe gangsta, um, with a switch on his Glock or an AR pistol with an FRT, um, doing a hit, bow, 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 shit like that, and the shots hit multiple people. A mass shooting or a mass casualty event is generally an incident with more than 4 people killed or injured. Um, the extent of the injuries doesn't matter. If you're injured, it'll still be counted. So it's already open to skewing the numbers, but also again, like I said, it's like a gang. If it most mass shootings are gang related. Someone's going to drive by a party. Um, multiple people are going to be hit either directly by bullets, ricochets, fractured rounds, um, stuff like that. But that's what I wanted to get on here talk about first. It's fucking insane. Yeah, no, there's no evidence that the shooters in San Diego were trans. Um, there's no evidence that they were motivated by woke left ideology, anything like that. Um, I mean, really, there's no evidence that it had anything to do with the left. It was far right, shit like that. And again, I say it's soup because it's both of the shooters weren't white. One of them was um, half black, half white. They were mixed. The other one was Mexican. Typically, people we don't consider white, regardless of what side you're on, unless you're on some end of the extremes, whatever, which evidently they were. Um, but it's incoherent, batshit insane, online radicalization. That's the danger. It's not trans people or gay people or whatever. No, it's online radicalization. Groups like 764, O9A, stuff like that. Because these people are accelerationists. They want to see society collapse, stuff like that. They want to accelerate the downfall of society, accelerate the destruction of societal norms and stuff like that. They are an agitating group. That's their purpose. Their purpose is to agitate, to cause conflict, to cause as much harm as possible, to essentially speedrun the end of society. The thing is, these groups, they're also just downright. 764 is they're an extortion group. They target minors. And O9A is generally they're a neo-Nazi group. They started as a neo-Nazi Satanist group, but generally now they just again they're in the same camp as 764, doing extortion and shit like that, and just generally causing harm. O9A is behind a lot of killing and stuff like that. Riley, would you like to join? Would you like to get on stage? See if your microphone's working first. It is not working. It is not working. I cannot hear you. You have to figure that out. Check your settings. But yeah, no, like O9A, 764, those groups are behind all this shit. It's not, sudden, this group of people are going out and killing people. No, this is a historic trend. We've seen this before, but it's only becoming more prominent because we're in a more polarized era where stuff like this is going to be caught on more often. It's going to be reported on more often. And also it's greater casualties. But the thing is, if you look at the trend, it's almost always 16 to 19-year-olds. In this case, they were 17 and 18. Either fresh out of or still in high school. And they all have the same idols. They all have the same playbook of naming previous shooters and or internet celebrities or just celebrities in general. We saw that last year with the Minnesota one that name dropped Brandon Herrera and claimed to have met him at SHOT Show. Speak real quick, Riley. You should hold on. Let me see if I can add you to stage. Maybe if that'll work. I don't know. Hello. There we go. Sorry, I'm a bit stupid. I've never used this before.
You're good.
But yeah, no, this shit's fucking insane.
Yeah, the shooting.
Yeah, I've been doing research on it for the past hour.
Yeah.
And it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was on Twitter looking at it. I seen one of the shooters blow his brains out.
Yeah, that's kind of what got me. That's what got me down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's people making accusations that they were trans or part of the LGBTQ or whatnot. But it was pretty obvious from their post, their manifesto, they were highly against it.
Yeah. Just ironic. They cite Britton Tarrant as an influence, even though he wasn't.
It's mostly from MAGA, by the way. Remember that.
Yeah. It's the MAGA people and stuff. They always immediately whenever there's a shooting. This is a pattern I've noticed. A few other people have noticed. Whenever there's a mass shooting, it's always the people on the right, MAGA side, that say, "Oh, I bet the shooter was trans or whatever." No, it's
They do that with
It's
every shooting.
yeah.
They're
And
just
the
finding ways
thing
to outlaw
is,
offenders.
it's not. This isn't a trans issue. It's not a trend among trans people to be doing this.
Yeah.
It's 764. It's 09A. Stuff like that. They are the ones causing this shit. They are the ones that are inciting this shit. Because again, they're accelerationists.
Yeah, they are.
They accelerate the downfall of society. They want to destroy society. They want to, shit like that.
No, it kind of reminds me like in Second Timothy, it states how we're going to go through times of tribulation and how it's going to be violence and power.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 2 Timothy 1-5. 3. Wait, yeah, 2 Timothy.
I think something like that.
Let me find it. I know I read it before. Second Timothy. Yeah, I found it. It's 2 Timothy 3, 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Wow, Bible. But no, fucking
Strap.
It's, and the thing is, the discourse on both sides is stupid. The right saying, "Oh, the shooters were trans" and stuff like that. There's no evidence. Actually, there's evidence against that. And there's obviously people on the mainstream left that want to take away the guns because guns were used, even though the guns used were completely legal in California.
Yeah. It's sad.
They weren't the typical ARs and shit. It was a Mini 14, some kind of shotgun. I forgot what the kind of pistol was. It looked kind of looked like either a SIG or an HK. It might have been a SIG.
They were trying to LARP as that one Islamic shooter from New Zealand.
Brenton Tarrant.
Yeah, that was his name.
Yeah, they cited him as a influence. The thing is, one of the shooters also cited Markiplier, MatPat. Again, that's the playbook with these people. We saw this last year with that Minnesota shooter.
Yeah.
Who cited Brandon Herrera as a key influence and shit like that.
Yeah, the incel core community is in shambles right now.
But it's usually these kids have been blackmailed or extorted, stuff like that, to do this shit, or they've just been led down the wrong pathway. I almost fell down that pathway a few years ago. Thank God I didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was dangerously close, like razor thin close to going down that pathway. I knew quite a few people that were affiliated with 09A and shit like that. I could tell you it is scarier than you think it is. It is worse than you think it is. Whatever you can think of regarding these people, it is likely worse. And it's probably gotten worse since I last saw this shit, because this was like 5-6 years ago. Almost.
Damn, so they've been around for a while, though.
09A's been around for a long time. They split off from the Satanic Church of Satan, whatever. And they were originally a theistic Satanist organization, neo-Nazi shit like that. And they distribute how do I say this without YouTube killing me? They distribute material involving children. Not good shit. They're horrible, evil people.
Yeah, they distributed COD points. Just say that.
Yeah, don't fucking say that shit like that. No, but fucking they do that. They kill people. They've killed people. They've orchestrated shootings, murders, shit like that. And it's there. And 764 is another offshoot of that. They are explicitly an extortion ring that targets minors and impressionable young people, and gets them, extorts them, blackmails them to do shit like this. That's exactly what this is. That's why you saw like last year that trans person who had Nazi beliefs or whatever.
Yeah.
764 connection, 09A connection. So I saw with these two shooters, one of them's mixed, half black, half white, and the other one's Mexican. Shot up a mosque, inspired by Brent Tarrant, stuff like that. It's not coherent, you know. It's not a coherent ideology because it's accelerationism. It's speed run the destruction of society. Literally what it is.
Pretty much.
It's
Did you
insane.
see how the helicopter that was going over the building, like, showing the person's body, like the body of blood?
I haven't seen that yet, actually. I've only seen the Discord screen recording because they stream that shit on Discord. Like in a Discord call. That's where the video of that one person.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out did they shoot their partner before they, or did I don't know.
They shot their partner.
Yeah.
And they killed themselves.
That has a correlation too. It's probably influenced by Columbine. Because it's not exactly confirmed if both of them just like for Columbine, like they both took their own lives, or if Dylan took Eric's life. I think it's either Dylan took Eric's life or Eric took Dylan's life, and then they took his own. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, it's fucking insane.
You know the movie Zero Day, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I also know Elephant.
Elephant as well. In both of those movies, it depicts them as like both of them just bang bang, right?
Well, Elephant, one shoots the other.
Yeah, I haven't really watched Elephant. I've only seen clips, but
yeah. But yeah, no, it's. I just want to talk about the shooting and other recent shit that's happening. Like I watched the Republican primary for Kentucky's 4th congressional district. Disappointing result.
Keep up with politics.
Yeah, the GOAT Thomas Massie lost his re-election to Trump-backed candidate and pro-Israel candidate Ed Galbraith or something like that. Literal nobody who only won because $20 million, most of $15 million of that being AIPAC money, was poured into Galbraith's campaign, and because Trump endorsed Galbraith.
Yeah, I was about to say that Israel funded him.
Like literally, hold on. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Alrighty. This. Oh, kitty. Your cat's joining. Your cat's taking your
time. I noticed.
But yeah, no, this is the person who unseated Thomas Massie. And that's just as of the 13th. There was like $4 million more poured into that fucking shit.
11.
And he won by like 15, not 15 points, like 10 or 12 points.
11 million?
Yeah, spent by pro-Israel PACs. It's fucking insane. God damn, dude, you good?
I've thrown up.
Oh. But yeah, no, this shit's fucking insane. Like, it's crazy how money can just buy politics. Money, you can just have enough money and you can just win. Like, Thomas Massie served Kentucky's 4th district. He's been popular the entire time. Yeah. And he actually stood up for his constituents and was principled. He served in Kentucky's 4th district since like 2012 or something like that.
I have your stream up on my monitor, so I don't need to look at the tiny screen.
Yeah. But it's fucking crazy. That just because Thomas Massie dared to challenge Trump on certain issues which Thomas Massie opposed, such as expanded surveillance and sending another $3 trillion to Israel, Trump was like, oh, and also releasing the Epstein files. Trump was like, oh, you're not real MAGA, you're not a real Republican, even though Thomas Massie has a 99% voting record with America First Values.
Yeah.
Trump backed this guy, and so did the Israel lobby. It's insane, right? It's insane. And again, millions were fucking poured into this.
Yeah, and I get called crazy for saying Israel has a lot of influence on politics.
Oh, Israel has this fucking ton of influence. It's fucking crazy though. It's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I just think it's fucking just insane that this shit can happen. The shooting and then this shit, like it's
yeah.
When I saw there was
my cat trying to join the live stream just caught me off guard.
You know, like when I first saw the news about that shooting at the mosque in San Diego, I was like, this is 100% gonna be some soup bullshit.
Yeah.
Who was right? Yeah. And I also immediately guessed that the right would try to pin it on trans people.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen automatically.
Yeah. Any shooting that happens, the right's just immediately gonna be like, oh, I bet the shooter was trans.
I bet the shooter was gay. I bet the shooter was Mexican.
Yeah.
I bet the shooter wasn't illegal or something.
It's fucking insane that shit like this can happen.
Yeah, it just shows the sinful nature of today's world. Oh, they died. They died. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was looking at fucking Twitter. It's fucking insane though, all this shit happening.
Yeah.
And like fucking like Israel lobbies fucking ousting people. You know, the president sucking the dick of a fucking prime minister of a country that shouldn't even really exist. And we got that fucking it's insane.
Yeah. What other events happened recently outside of the shooting?
My state's shitty governor banned fucking the most used fucking rifles and shotguns in the country because they have pistol grips.
I don't understand.
So, back in February, the Virginia State Legislature, the House and the Senate, passed an assault weapons ban that banned any rifle, shotgun, or pistol that could have had a threaded barrel. Pistols is talking about like AR pistols and such, but also just handguns. For rifles and shotguns, if it has a threaded barrel, a pistol grip. Let me actually get the specifics on here. Actually, hold on. I think it might have updated. Let me get wonderful ChatGPT to help me get the summary of this bill because I don't feel like fucking going through the whole laundry list of shit. Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a second. So, it targets. So it's a feature-based ban. So it bans assault firearms, and it creates a definition of what an assault firearm is. It's a semi-automatic firearm with a detachable magazine, or features like a pistol grip, a collapsible or folding stock, a threaded barrel, a barrel shroud, or a forward grip. It doesn't ban the possession of already owned ones. So if you already have one, you can keep it for now until they inevitably fucking pass a thing saying you can't. And but it bans, or this doesn't go into effect July 1st. It goes into effect on July 1st, from what I hear. But if you're caught violating this, a year in jail, $2,500 fine, and a temporary firearms restriction. And the governor signed through like an emergency order like a month ago, a few weeks ago actually, that went into effect immediately, that banned people under 21 from purchasing these so-called assault firearms.
Got it.
It's stupid. It's stupid. But fucking, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
There's nothing.
Fucking shithole it. Literally, my state is dominated by people who are not from this state.
Yeah.
Or by a fucking urban technocratic core along the Potomac, which is insane. Crazy how, like, 3/4 of a state can be completely disregarded because a select few in the north of a state have all the power and the money. It's fucking insane.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something that happened in my state, but I'm not sure. I don't really keep up with like politics or state regulations and such.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to a meeting with my local Indivisible chapter. Shit. I don't agree with them on everything, but I go just because I want to get the connections and shit.
Got it.
And I debuted this hat at the last protest I went to. I'm gonna wear this there too.
Fire hat.
It is pretty fire. Fucking sick, isn't it?
It's awesome.
All those pins I ordered, custom designed myself. I not ordered them. Had them printed. Cheap too, by the way, not too expensive. This chair is insane, by the way. Yeah, no, all the shit that's been happening recently, it just feels like everything's just collapsing, falling apart. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's what happens after a country lives on for too long. You've seen it happen with other countries, like in the past. Like if you look at it statistically, most empires don't last 200 years.
Yeah, those that do, it's because they have actually good fucking functioning systems.
I mean, Russia exists.
Rome existed for 1,000 years.
Yeah, and Rome they're pretty good.
But the thing is, with America, the reason why everything's falling apart is because we like to claim we have the same system that our founders made, but we don't. That system was destroyed in 1865.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll be back. Well, I'm still gonna be in my room. But I need to grab something.
Alrighty. You know, fucking. Even if it was for the wrong reasons, the South was like the last people who were like actually willing to stand up for what our founders envisioned. Again, even if it was for the wrong reasons. After the Civil War, after Reconstruction and shit, the federal government had massively more power. Most of it came through unconstitutional means. And it's fucking insane that we can still claim that we have the same government that we did back then. We don't.
Yeah, the founding fathers, they didn't want like a religious government. They were all for separating church from state.
Not even just that. Our founders envisioned a system in which the federal government, yes, the federal government is supreme law of the land, but the states had the authority to exercise their own laws if it's not within the Constitution.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, the only reason why we have the 13th Amendment is the one that gives the 14th Amendment is that one. 13th Amendment is the one that abolishes slavery constitutionally. The only reason why that passed, legitimately, not trying to defend any fucking like slavery or anything like that. The only reason why the 13th Amendment passed and was ratified at the federal level is because it was a requirement for southern states to rejoin the Union, to be readmitted. They had to ratify the 13th Amendment or else they would still remain under military occupation.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair? Does that sound like top-down enforcement? Does it sound like tyranny?
No comment.
Like imagine if, say, I'm gonna give two examples for both sides of the aisle. Say the Democrats, we had states that seceded and they were under military occupation after. And Democrats made a condition, if your state wanted to rejoin, you had to let in 1 billion immigrants, or like you ratify a constitutional amendment that says, oh, pedophiles can go do whatever they want to and shit like that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you would not want to ratify that shit.
No.
Or for the other side, say, a state seceded, like California seceded, and American forces retook it, occupied it, and made it a condition that if California wanted to rejoin, they had to ratify a constitutional amendment that said, oh, LGBT people are banned, they're mentally insane, and they're not American and they're traitors and they should be killed. Like that's nobody's going to accept that. But if they want their state to properly function, they're going to ratify it anyway, because they want their state to properly function and get rid of soldiers.
Yeah. So it's too hot to be wearing a hat in my room.
Fair.
I was just trying to cover up this forehead.
But yeah, no, fucking, it's insane. We don't have the same systems that we had back then. We don't have the same government structure or anything like that.
Yeah, and Trump is just ruining everything. So.
Oh yeah, Trump, dude, literal cultish behavior with Bungus fucking like hardcore followers, actual cult-like behavior. They repeat the same shit Trump says. It's the situation with Thomas Massie. Trump went after Thomas Massie after Thomas Massie is the guy who lost that primary to the AIPAC guy, by the way, in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Thomas Massie was principled, stood on his values and stuff like that. He voted against Trump's big beautiful bill because there was a lot of what's called pork in it. Stuff that shouldn't really be in it. That's not really related to the topic of the bill, or that's actually negative for American society. Like funding for surveillance programs and shit like that, or funding towards Israel.
Yeah.
Or continuous funding towards the ATF, which is, I think, why Thomas Massie opposed the big beautiful bill. Trump went after Thomas Massie, and then, like that, every MAGA person who had ever said that Thomas Massie was great, awesome, and stuff, immediately turned against him. Started calling him a Democrat. Started calling him a rhino.
Rhino?
Republican in name only.
What's a rhino?
Republican in name only. Someone who says they're Republican but votes with Democrats or whatever. Even though Thomas Massie rarely ever votes with Democrats, he actually votes against Democrats most of the time. And they're only calling him that because he worked with one of the few actually good Democrats we have in Congress right now, Ro Khanna.
Yeah.
to release the Epstein files, to force the release of the Epstein files.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the crazy thing is, it's just insane that this shit happened. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. You know, there was a tax-funded meeting, like prayer-fueled meeting or something, and the person who was speaking there was like speaking against like trans and gay people, like heavily. Damn. Forgot his name, but
where was it? I might know.
I don't know. I saw it like 30 minutes ago, but now I can't remember.
I think the thing is, it's just this shit's become so normalized.
Yeah,
trans hate, like that. It's become so normalized. Like even it's insane.
I don't
know what to say. It's insane.
Knowing Trump's age, I don't think he would make it past 2028. Not saying anything.
Not saying anything. I know you're listening, federal agents. Not saying anything.
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying like the bruise on his hand, the marks on his neck, like right here, like he's dying. Like he's getting really old.
Yeah. And have you heard him speak recently?
I have not.
Or for the past like year or two, whenever he speaks, it's definitely because I watch pretty much. Because back in 2024, I was a big Trump person. I regret that immensely. Oh, but you can kind of tell as a big Trump person. I got a fucking and I got a sign back there. And I went to one of his rallies. Your camera froze, by the way. Fuck. There you go. Never mind. You're good. Your camera didn't freeze. I'm just stupid. But I went to one of his. My camera froze. Oh. Wonderful. Hold on. My internet's like actually like dying. Hold on. Let me try to fix this.
Stop lagging. Stop lagging.
Is my audio lagging?
Your stream is lagging.
It is. My camera's still not fixed. Hold on.
Israel's coming to get us. They're DDoS.
Israel's coming to get us. Now my OBS virtual camera's not working. Wonderful. Hold on. I'm just going to use my actual webcam itself. I was going to use the virtual camera, but you know, it's whatever. Anyway. But yeah, no, it's fucking insane. I watched like every one of his rallies in 2024 and shit, including the one where he got shot. And he definitely spoke clearer, spoke more consistently. But now, if you look at how he speaks and shit, he speaks quieter, like almost like as if he like kind of blanks sometimes.
Yeah, I did notice that. My grandmother has like, she's very progressive, so she has like a bunch of like anti-Trump videos on like almost every day. So I do hear him speak occasionally. I just really didn't notice the difference because I don't watch them like every day.
Yeah, no, it's fucking insane though. The fucking how it's why do people have like such a cultish loyalty to politicians, especially ones that really don't care about you? A New York billionaire, you think he's going to care about you? No.
Capitalism. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. It was nice talking to you.
Alrighty. Yeah. I'm probably going to end the stream here in a second.
Yeah, there's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah, honestly. I've already talked about everything I want to.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you. God bless you.
Alright. Yeah, just to recap, that San Diego shooting is just fucking insane. The shooters weren't trans. There's no evidence. There's evidence for the contrary that they were cisgender. Thomas Massie losing his primary because AIPAC money poured into that shit, and our stupid billionaire president didn't like when someone disagreed with him. And I'm good, Demon Hunter. I'm about to finish up the stream here. I don't really got much more to talk about unless someone wants to get on here and join. But it's just insane. So much shit's happening. So many labels and fucking blame is being thrown around, and so many fucking like so much. It's just insane. It's just insane. Like, what the hell is happening? What's going on? Anyway, I think I'm going to finish up the stream here. I will see you all later. Peace.